Nice. I recommend this first move for players of all levels. Nice eye. You found a tactic to grow your lead into a win. Nice. I recommend this first move for players of all levels. A classic reply to e4 that battles for the center. Even if your opponent defends their pawn, your knight is in position to defend and control the center. The opposing knight creates an even symmetrical position. The three knights opening controls the center and supports the e4 pawn. A good response that develops their second knight. This move opens the path for your bishop to enter the game. Your opponent is putting pressure on your pawn chain. That was a fair trade. A straightforward recapture. Your better option was to send a bishop into the game. A clear recapture. You're preparing for the game ahead, activating the bishop in the opening. Their better move was to develop a bishop and attack the center. You trade off equal material. A straightforward recapture. Castling protects your king and activates your rook. They had a better way to develop a bishop and attack the center. You stopped your opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. You get a chance to win a queen by pinning a piece to the king. That pin to the king will win you a queen. They played one of the best moves here. You captured a vulnerable queen. A clear recapture. The attacker is now off the board, keeping your piece safe. A correct move to get their bishop out of harm's way. Developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. They stopped your attack by interposing a piece to protect their pawn. Good strategy to trade when ahead. A straightforward recapture. You create luft for the king, providing it an escape square. They made a solid choice and castled same side as you did. This is a fine move. They created luft, ensuring their king has a safe square if needed. That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure. This is a fair trade. Well played. This recapture develops a fresh piece on the board. They made one of the top moves in this position. You want a pawn for free. This move puts their pawn on a safer square. Very good choice. They move the knight to safety. You found a safer square for your rook. This move puts their knight on a safer square. That was an even swap of material. Your opponent created a passed pawn, giving it a clear path toward promotion. This moves your rook to a safer square. They've improved the positioning of their piece. Nice way to win material using a fork. They move the rook to safety. This move wins a knight. They move the knight to safety. You've moved your piece to a powerful square. I like their choice. Claiming your prize. This move doesn't help their position at all. Yes, this is the way. That was the only move. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. They blocked the check from your queen. You continue the checkmate attack. Nice fork, you'll be winning a rook. This move puts their rook on a safer square. You continue the checkmate attack. Precise move from your opponent. Your move gets closer to checkmate. You captured a free pawn. That was the only move. Getting closer to the forced checkmate. That was the only move. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. They move their king out of the check from your pawn. You did it. Nice checkmate.